Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, where today I am making tacos done my way. Yes, tacos. Now, one thing that I did off camera is that I am browning my beef. I am using ground beef, so I'm browning about a pound of ground beef. I also off camera did pico de gallo. In here it is literally, I'm gonna be honest, I have one tomato, one Roman tomato. I have half of a red onion, see, half of the juice of a lime. I have about 2 slices of avocado diced. I have a little bit, maybe about whatever your hand can grab, of cilantro, and one jalapeno seeded, and the rib taken out. And aside from that, I have salt and pepper. That is it. That's in here. And we set it aside and forget about it until tacos are made. We're browning the meat. I'm peeling potatoes. This is for the second item. Because I'm making, aside from the regular tacos, I'm also going to be making some, what is it called? Some taquitos. You know, those little flautas, the little rolled ones that I've made before. I think there's another video of it, so I'm not going to show you that. But that's the reason I'm peeling potatoes. Anyways, so far the ingredients that we are going to use for this taco that I'm making is sofrito. I'm using some red peppers. I am using beef, which I'm browning. Some sazon, some cumin, spices. I'll show you as I go. But I'm going to ask you guys, please hit the like button. Do me that favor. Just really quick. Just go down. Hit the like button really quick. And then hit that little bell. That little ding-dong bell on top. Hit it. So that way, whenever I post a video, you guys get it first. Yes. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll show you as I go. I'm simply going to prep for my meat. So once my meat is completely done, I can drain off the fat and start off. So I'm taking 2 cloves of garlic and I'm going to mash them. Just really quick, and then just run my knife through it. You want to make it as small as you like. You don't, nobody really wants those big pieces of garlic in their mouth. So I would just say chop it up to your liking. Now, if you want to add spice to it, you can add jalapenos to your meat. I am not going to, because I have salsa verde, and my salsa verde is a little spicy. Plus, the pico de gallo does have a little bit of jalapeno in there, so we do not want our tacos to be overly spicy. So we have this. I'm also going to go ahead and peel the rest of this red onion. I'm not going to add a lot of it, so I'm going to go ahead and slice one side. I really need to sharpen my knives, and I'm just going to run my knife through it. And I'm just going to go ahead and just run my knife. I don't know if y'all can see. Whatever I don't use, I'll save it in a little Ziploc bag, and I'll use a little later. So this is my red onions. I'm going to set this aside. Aside from that, you got my sofrito, which has all these ingredients in it anyways. So now what I'm going to do, my beef has completely browned. So I'm going to remove all the excess fat out of it, so that way we do not add it, and I'll show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, so I did take off the meat out of it, and I put a paper towel through it to just try to remove a lot of the excess oil that was on there. And what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to add my meat back on there. And this is the fun part. Now we just start the flavor. So number one, we're adding one of these tablespoons of sofrito. We're going to add our garlic. We are going to add a little bit of that red onion. Not a lot, just a little bit. Excuse me with my little cough here. Anyway, so I'm gonna start by just start flavoring in here. So we're gonna add black pepper. Remember, all these ingredients, whatever you don't like, just don't add. Oregano from my mama's garden. We're going to add comino, which is one of those flavors. I'm also going to cheat a little bit because we are going to add one of those taco flavoring packets. Cumin, I just added. And this is just my own little spin on a little something that I make. I'm going to add 1 packet of those taco seasoning mix. I'm really trying to go on a rush. Just remember that if you ever don't have that, all you gotta do is add the spices. Normally, you know, it's gonna have cumin, it's gonna have garlic powder, it's gonna have onion powder, it's gonna have maybe even a little bit of chili powder. But it's gonna have just a couple of those flavors. I'm gonna add a little bit of water. I added about half of a cup of water. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing going. Off camera, I'm gonna go ahead and chop a little tiny bit of cilantro. One of the best things you can do is when you get home from the market, wash your cilantro, put it in a little bag, and you don't have to keep washing it. You have it already washed. Again, this is my take on it. You do not have to do it this way. So we're giving it a spin. I might add a little bit more water to this, only because I need those flavors to get to know each other. So I added in total about 3/4 of a cup of water. We are also going to add a little bit of tomato sauce. That much. How much is that? Less, maybe about between 1/8 of a cup and 1/4 of a cup. Closer to 1/4 of a cup. Okay. Now before I even add anything else to this, we can add red peppers. My daughter hates them, so that's the reason I'm going to omit them today. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a taste. Oh my good. Oh my goodness gracious. You don't need much more. Now, if you do want to add a little bit of spice, add a little bit of cayenne pepper. Just a little bit. I am not, like I said, because not everyone in the house likes spice. So, I'm going to let this cook for another 1.5 to 2 minutes, and I'm shutting it off. And then I'm going to continue with the prep. So, one of the things that I do is I wash a little bit of romaine. And I'm going to roll it like a little burrito. And I'm just going to start chopping. I'm going to remove the first couple, the tip. And I'm just going to go ahead and chop it thin. This is going to be to top our tacos. Haha, to top our tacos. You could use iceberg. I'm using romaine because I prefer it. So what we do, I actually like the crunchies of the romaine. Okay, and take a little plate and we set it and forget it. So we have our red onions, we have our what is this? Jesus. Our lettuce, red onion. We have our pico. In here, I'm gonna add my cheese. I'll show you as we go. So just because I don't want to leave anything halfway, I'm just going to show you really quickly, even though there is another video of how to do this, but I take one of those little produce bags so that way we can recycle, you know. And I add a few of my tortillas. You could either do these homemade or just buy the store-bought like I did. And I put them in my little my little baggie, or use a Ziploc. And we're going to pop this in the microwave for approximately 40 seconds to 1 minute. I'm going to do 40 seconds just to get them pliable. In here, I have mashed potatoes. In here, I have chicken. And then over here, I have some... I'm using mozzarella this time because I ran out of my other cheese. But that's what we're going to use to make the little taquitos, the ones that are rolled up. I'm only going to make a few on camera just for you to see. I'm going to make these 4 and that's it. Then I'm just going to show you exactly how I do just to plate everything up. In here I have the salsa verde. I have a previous video where I did this with the taquitos, so you'll see that. So I have limes. I have red onions, lettuce, pico de gallo. I'm also going to have some shredded cheese. And we'll go from there. So be careful here because the bag will be hot. And what we're going to do is we're going to work with 2 at a time. So I'm going to remove 2 of my tortillas. Careful that you don't burn yourself. Whoa, these are super hot. And I'm going to set the other ones aside and I am going to remove them. If you can see, they're hot and they're very pliable. In here, what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of my potato filling. It's just potato. I don't even remember if I added any salt to it or not. I'm going to use my shredded chicken. Nothing big. And I'm going to put a piece of cheese. You can use whatever type of cheese you please. And what I am doing is that I am rolling them. And I'm going to put them seam side down on the plate until I do them all. If you are not too sure about this, what you do want to do is, let me see if I find any toothpicks, which I'm not even sure if I have any. And if I do, I have no idea where they will be at. So forget that. But if you have toothpicks in your house, oh, I found them. I'm sorry. They were right here. You take a toothpick and you're going to go in through here. Not all the way, just a little bit. And you're going to come out through the other side. And that holds them in place. Okay? But then you have to take them out because you don't want to serve, the toothpick on there. So I'm going to continue to do these. And then I'm just going to fry them in very shallow oil. Just until they're brown on all sides. And that's it. Then I'm just going to plate. That's it. That's dinner is ready. So one of the things that I did want to show you before I even go on, I wanted to show you guys the Christmas present my husband got me. So tell me that it's not like the cutest shirt you ever saw. So just a girl who loves Jesus and baking. That's me. Anyways, so today I decided on taco night for the house. Tuesday tacos. Oh, why not? And right now I'm doing a steak just because I prefer mine to be steak. But next I'm going to show you guys exactly how I plate this and how we eat it and all that fun stuff. But anyways, what I do want to run by you really quick is just to thank you for joining me and for being part of my kitchen. Again, I wanted to show you guys my shirt and I'm in love with it. So thanks. Okay, so very quickly I'm going to plate my husband. He's a little pickier than most of us here in the house. So I'm going to put 3 taquitos there. I don't like the way the color looks, so let's do it that way. And I took my tortilla into my skillet and I just dusted, just a little tiny bit of oil just to coat them. And for him, because like I said, he's the pickier one, he's gonna get meat. Okay. So he gets meat. He is going to get some cheese, and I bought the Osaka shredded cheese. You could just use mozzarella, use whatever you want. For him, I'm gonna add some cheese. Put the cheese first. I'm gonna add some pico. Some pico. We'll add some avocado. And I'll give them lemons on this side. On here, we are going to add some salsa verde. I will normally just have that on a squirt bottle, but not in the mood. So we're gonna do some of that. And he also gonna have some cotija cheese. So cotija, which I have in here. And we're gonna add some salsa verde to his taco. That's my husband's. Next I'll plate mine. I'm gonna give him his. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look scrumptious. Delicious. I'm gonna give him that, then I'll plate mine. So these are mine. This one I have steak, and I know I'm serving myself way too much, but mine is gonna go like this. I'm gonna go ahead and add cheese. I add the cheese first. Don't ask why, it's just a me thing. I'm gonna add lettuce. I'm gonna add some some onions. I'm gonna add my avocado. The one thing I'm not gonna do is pico, and the reason I'm not gonna do pico is because I don't eat tomatoes. I am going to top it with salsa verde. Yes. We're also going to hit our little taco in the back with some salsa. Let's clean this. I don't like my plate to be dirty. Sorry, I was using this for my steak. Now, I am going to hit it with some crema. Lastly, some cotija cheese. Boom, boom, boom. And then we serve it with some lime. And honey, this here is my tacos. There you go. Normally you want to add something red, tomatoes. Like I said, I am not a tomato person, so I omit that. Anyways, I want to thank you yet again for spending some time with me here in my kitchen. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. That way you get my videos as soon as I post them. I am trying to make as many videos as I can. Bear with me. If you guys wanted me to make anything, I'm going to ask you to please leave it in the comments, and I will try my hardest to make it for you. Anyways, thank you again. God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? God bless you, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.